Peace, 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 peace. What it do, y'all? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live and direct, better than any other can. Back with another episode of that A Repent or Die podcast. First and foremost, definitely gotta give all praise and glory to the most high. Secondly, wanna give all shout outs to all those that been supporting, subscribing, tuning in. Usually I broadcast my stuff on Bitu due to the censorship that goes on here on YouTube. But I gotta use both platforms. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Definitely gotta use both platforms to deliver the news. Let me give a shout out to my brother Dougie Diamonds, cause you know, that's the big bro, man. Shout out Brooklyn. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. We back with another one. And on this one, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk a little something. I ain't gonna talk too much. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be politically correct. You feel me? You gotta be politically correct because certain things that you say will get you flagged because of community guidelines. But yo, without further ado, let's get into this. So today, I'm in the plantation doing what I do, and I get a notification by Newsbreak. Some of you guys don't know. It's a very interesting app where they provide you with news and information that goes on within your community, within your city. You know what I'm saying? And if it's horrific enough or crazy enough, it also tells you about things that's going on within the country, right? So I received the notification, and it states that the people who made these medical decisions are endangered by those that didn't make the medical decision. And you guys know what I'm talking about. So for me, right, let me turn this up a little bit. For me, it's more of a, well, if that's the case, if that's the case, then why was the medical decision necessary in the first place? You feel me? Why was it in the first place when the medical decision was to protect you from those or from the situation that causes you to get sick? So the reason why I'm saying is this is the beginning of the division. This is how you divide the economy. This is how you divide friends, family. This is how it's done. Because we got this big hysteria that's going on. And I'm talking predominantly in the colored community where colored people now have looked upon each other like you are a contaminated individual. Where now, because of what was told and what was fed to us, I now must believe that you can get me sick. So now I must walk in my community amongst people that I grew up with, communities that I've been around from the minute I was born. I was born in Kings County Hospital, man. Brooklyn is my home. I repeat, Brooklyn is my home. I don't know no other place, ain't been no other place. I've been here. So now I'm being told that when I get around certain or a group of people, I must operate in precaution. This is what's being told. And the sad thing is that my people are sucked into this nonsense. and don't know that a major division amongst people is taking place right before our eyes. And for those that don't understand scriptures and saying the scriptures is not legit or whatever, listen, Christ let it be known, Matthew 24, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. This is what's taking place right now. Where you watching nations only mean nationality against nationality. We seeing it taking place where, with the war, we seen glimpse of it with George Floyd and what took place with that. We seen glimpse of it with Rodney King. We seen glimpse of it with Eric Garner. We keep seeing these glimpses here and there, but it's not gonna be as serious as it will be until that same energy is focused on us. Where you see so-called nationalities looking upon other nationalities like they are a threat. And I'm a walking, talking, living proof individual letting you know that all of this is just a psyops. I repeat, all of this is just a psyops. So now that we believe in, or should I say, when we believe this nonsense, we're then going to not trust family members from coming into your house. I had somebody tell their grandchild that in order for them to come from New York to the state that they're in, they had to have already made the medical decision. This is blood. You understand me? This is not no friends. This is blood. This is where we at. This is where we at. Where we are making drastic decisions, and if those decisions is not complied by other individuals, I must look at you as a threat. So I must keep myself from you. I must protect myself from you by any means necessary. Because if you did not make the medical decision, you can then get me in a medical situation. But I've already made the medical decision. You got to make that make sense, man. You have to make that make sense. These are the things that I talk about, and these are the things that I bring to the forefront. And I just ask questions. And trust me, this summer I will be going everywhere. Believe me, I promise you, I will be going everywhere. Pulling people to the side, asking them questions, and want to get their opinion, their perspective, and also want to know why. And if you did, are you safe? Are you secure? Or do you still feel you need more level of protection from individuals? Meaning, should I still, if I've been fully medical, do I then walk around with the sub-zeros on? If I've been fully medical, do I then walk around with the sub-zeros on? And I ain't talking about sneakers neither. Do I? Is it the right thing to do? You gotta ask yourself these questions, man. You gotta ask yourself these questions. Because if it's like that, and I know it seems like I'm going off topic, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to paint a picture for brothers and sisters to understand. If it's like that, when I was told that my medical decision will protect me from all medical situations, If it's like that, then why must now I must be concerned? Because studies show that I can still get a medical situation from those that didn't make a medical decision. This is the medical division that's taking place right before your eyes. This is Matthew's 24 right before your eyes. This is where Christ said a nation that's divided can't stand. You see why America is falling down? America has fallen, people. This inflation is a clear indication of where this place called America is going. Today, I didn't even buy food. I just bought ingredients like avocado. I bought avocado. I bought lime juice, little squirters that I put in my water. I bought that. I bought one chicken cutlet for my daughter. Spent over $30, bro. The value is going. I wouldn't even want to curse. It's going to hell. That's where it's going. The value of the dollar. Check this out. Anybody that knows politics knows this, and anybody that's in a level of CEOs, those that have an understanding of being a boss, knows you can tell the status of a business based on the CEO, the commander in chief. Our commander in chief doesn't look like a commander in chief. This man, I watched this man finish giving a speech and turn around and had his hands out, and there was no, like, he wanted to shake somebody's hands, and there was nobody there. Then literally turned around and looked, and there was nobody there. I watched a former president state that he caught a medical situation and was fully and had a full medical decision, but yet still caught a medical decision, then goes on a podium and tells everybody you should take this medical decision. I can't make this stuff up. And our people suck and eat this stuff up and believe it to the point where I'm watching people walk amongst each other in fear. I watch people walk amongst each other and literally cover their whole body in fear. This is crazy to me. And I tell you guys this all the time. I made a video called "I'm Disgusted to Be a Colored Man Right Now." And listen, this is absolutely true. I have every reason to feel the way that I feel. And I know there's hundreds and thousands and even millions of people who feel the exact same way, but just don't got no time to talk about it, or could see it, but just going through the motions in life and just can't have a conversation. But for me, I have to talk about it. I have to talk about it because not only am I in the circumstances, in these situations, being a victim behind this, I'm also a parent. And a lot of time, us as parents aren't speaking or talking about the things that needs to be spoken of, the things that are affecting our everyday lives. And I can't put the blame on the so-called Caucasian. It's not you. Like, it's over for that. We done touched enough money for us to not even be at the bottom. We choose to remain at the bottom. We choose to allow us to be deceived and lied to. We're choosing this. We're choosing to allow these things to continue. It's us. It's nobody doing this. We know, we all can agree that we've been taken advantage of. We all can agree that we've been lied to. We all can agree that this system has not been as great as it's being portrayed and sold to us. We can all agree. But what we won't agree on is doing the necessary change. We won't agree on that. We won't agree that it's gonna take two to tango. We won't agree that we as parents can't allow certain things to happen to our children. We won't agree on that. We're gonna say, hey man, this is America, this is what it is, I'm just trying to make money, I'm just trying to do what I do. You're gonna hear all of that. We hear all of that. This is a fact. We hear this every single day. And then complain. And then yell, no justice, no peace. How are you going to find peace when you are allowing these people to divide you and corrupt your mind, to divide you from your people that you grew up with in your own community? We seen what was sold to us from what we seen in China. The $1 million question is, what you seen happen there, has it happened to you here? Have you seen it? Have you seen any family members? Have you witnessed any of that horrific scenery? Have you? Absolutely not. But yet you look and walk amongst each other like brothers and sisters is contaminated. In fear of what? And I could tell you the real reason. Like I said, I'm on YouTube. You gotta tread lightly when you on these joints, man. Because these people were quick to penalize you for voicing your opinion. You get penalized for stating the obvious. But if I stand on this podium and talk about drugs and talk about sex and talk about killing and all the violent, if I'm talking about that against a particular group of people, mainly people of color, there's no problem. There's no community guidelines when it comes to rap music and the violence. There's no community guidelines when it comes to brothers like Whack 100 and Hassan Campbell, and they're on this joint cursing up a storm. There's no community guidelines. But when a brother like me who's trying to change this energy and turn us in a state of consciousness and turn us in a state of understanding, I am then deemed as breaking the rules. Don't you see this? And then at the same time, in the same breath, we're being mentally, physically, spiritually divided, bro. I seen somebody comment and said, this joint is not real, just like the scriptures ain't real. And my rebuttal to that person is, well, then prove it. Prove it to me. You can't take the word of the Most High based on the teachings that you had growing up inside of these churches, because these churches are institutions. These churches does not uphold, I repeat, these churches do not uphold the moral principles and values according to God of these scriptures in the Bible. They don't do that. They teach you pagan, satanic, theologian teachings. This is what you're being taught. So, of course, you're going to see that, and then you're going to assume that all of that is coming from the word. But in reality, that's not. You're being bamboozled, fam. Just like you being bamboozled with the medical decisions and the medical division and all the nonsense that comes along. Sorry, brother, man, you've been lied to. Sorry, my sister, you have been lied to. You have been lied to. And the only way you're going to receive that truth is through the word. Like Christ said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The problem is, brothers don't want to be free. We like being slaves. We like being mental, physical, spiritual slaves. We like it. You can talk all that tough talk. You can talk. Listen, that tough talk energy, that negative, that rebuttal, all of that always goes to people like me. It never goes to the individuals who's causing mayhem. I don't see nobody having that same energy to the Rothschilds, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, your president, your governor, your congressman, your state representatives. I don't see nobody giving these individuals that type of energy. But some apparent reason, dudes always got the energy to come at brothers like me. You know why? Because you are afraid. You know I can't pose a threat or harm to your everyday life. See, these people that runs the show, they know, you know that they can destroy you. And you are afraid to be destroyed. You are afraid to lose it all. You are afraid to stand up for something that's right. You are afraid. A lot of you colored men, especially you men, are cowards. This is a fact. A lot of you men are cowards. You play tough. You play internet tough. You act tough in these streets, but you never tough when you in jail locked up. You don't take this energy out on your warden. You don't take this energy out on your COs. You don't take none of this energy out. But you always quick to hound, harass, disrespect people that look like you and representing for you. I just don't understand that. I just don't understand that. But this medical decision now is only going to get worse. It's finished, y'all. This place that you call home is done. This place is going to end up being a third world country. You see what's taking place. These people don't give a... Let me tell you how wicked these people are. They're willing to give billions of dollars to another country, to people that didn't do no hard labor, meaning these people aren't keeping this so-called place afloat, and they're willing to give billions of dollars in aid, military, everything, all level of support. Meanwhile, you can't even get a $20,000 loan to do something as fix your credit or get a grant to pay off debts or whatever you need to get back to financial stability. You can't even get that. I just can't make this stuff up. I just can't make this stuff up. They know that we so dumbed down. They know that we so beyond ignorant and beyond lost that they could just say stupid things like, hey, people that didn't make the medical decisions, which could probably be a family member, you know, they could pose a threat to you. So it's best that you stay away. It's best that you don't allow these people to come into your house. They were selling that to you guys for Thanksgiving, bro. Y'all forgot? Anybody that's not situated don't have them in your house to prevent chances of you guys contracting. Yo. And you guys fall for the nonsense. And a lot of you guys was believing it. A lot of you guys really believed that this was for real. And it breaks my heart that my people who come from the same struggle, who had dogs sick on them, who was fired for unnecessary reasons, who was denied unemployment, all of us got the same level of sad or war stories. But yet, because your master or your daddy tells you that you must do this, you then believe that and then look at your own like they are a threat. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. My apologies. You allow these people to lie to you and have you believing this fugazi. Meanwhile, these people never been in your hood. Dr. Fauci, he never walked foot in Brooklyn. And I'm talking about right now. Never interact in the inner city streets. I'm in Brownsville every single day. I'm in East New York every single day. I'm in Flatbush every single day. I'm in Crown Heights every other day. I just came from the Bronx 2 weeks ago. I'm in the trenches. And everywhere I go, I see the same scenario. I see the same script. The same exact script. And I look at people like, yo, you for real? Like at this point of time, somebody gotta say enough is enough. Like I'll be happy when I went to the supermarket today. I'm happy to see brothers like, nah, I'm not wearing that. No. I'm just not. Like I'm happy to see that. It put a smile on my face to see stuff like that. Because at this point of time, it comes to a point where you have to say enough is enough. Like I'm good. I'm done. All of this is a dub. I can't allow you guys to bring danger or fear in my everyday life. And you guys are not even here. How are you guys even finding out these statistics? How? If 90%, I'm talking about here in New York, if 90% of people has been fully medical, how? So how do you then say that the majority of people that's causing this, which is 10%, how? Because the majority of the people that aren't, you know, I can't even talk. I got to do this on BitChute, man. I got to. I really want to talk my talk about this because this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. And it's sad that you guys have fallen for this fugazi and you are believing this nonsense. And you're walking amongst each other like we are sick. In fear. I'm seeing men in their vehicle with family members. Like this. Family members. And everybody can agree to this. None of you guys can say that's not true. Every single person could agree to this. You guys walk around in fear around family. I remember I had a gathering. Shout out to my niece. It was her first birthday. You can go inside and people is afraid to give each other hugs. People is giving They giving elbows. Myself is like, nah, fam. Yo, give me a hug, bro. Give me a hug. I love you. I love you. I don't care for none of this. I don't care if these people are not from my community. They never walked a day in my block. You think I'm gonna allow these people to then tell me how much I operate amongst my peers? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I love my people too much. This is crazy. But yo, it's your brother, man. I'm about to go on BitChute. My BitChute is Repair 12 News. Tune in. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna record it and then I'm gonna upload it because I gotta talk my talk. And this censorship is beyond bogus to me. It's sad that we supposed to be in the land of the free, freedom of speech, freedom of bear arms, but I'm met with so much restriction. So follow me on the BitChute. It will be uploaded. Repent 12 News. Support the podcast. I got a brand new episode titled We Living Our Best Lives, and that's the problem. You know, it's on every podcast platform. Just type in Repentant Podcast. Tune in, listen in, spread the news, spread the gospel, spread the truth, man. Spread the truth. Stop being a coward. Stop being a sucker. Stop being in fear. Stay real. Don't be real amongst me. I'm just like you. I don't pose no threat to your everyday lives. These people that sits on these podiums, they the ones that's doing it. So wake your ass up, man. I'ma holler at you. Peace.